Courier, Steel Maiden, and Downing Lily. The Morkov, the small little kraken, tried escaping, to which our elite prevented and gave Tyron the kill. On the very next day, which was the day that Lily convinced the elite to hop onto his own ship, and that is we ended the session on the night that you guys arrived at Greymouth Port. So let's get started then. You're all awoken to a very gentle sound of bells and distant yelling and shouting seeming to come from overboard. The activity on the ship, the banging of boots on wood, doesn't sound very active. Even in your tired states, you can sense no rocking of the ship as it appears to be stationary. Very quickly, you're able to realize that you have made port with solid land a few feet away from you. There is a small commotion, well, not really commotion, but chattering amongst the sailors. Some asking others where they put certain supplies, have they tied the riggings to the mast. The usual kind of job chat. I'm assuming you all are just gonna make your way to the top of the deck, right?
Yes.
Perfect. So as you make your way to the top, you see the captain engaged in a conversation with the elite. With your presence, their attention is immediately drawn towards you as the elite steps forward first. Very quick tone of voice, just, I will be leaving you now. If you want to get to the School of Mages, you'll have to head north to the capital. Follow the roads and you'll get there. Once you have reached the capital, I'll be waiting for you at the end. And please, don't be late. If you'd like to say anything, do now before he leaves. Alright.
We're heading there. Why?
Oh yeah. So the original Mythfits, they need to find out more about the Fey world, the Fey realm, to figure out how they can actually lift the curse on the King and Queen of Doreen, which is the original reason why they're coming here, so they could study.
So it's telling us not to be late. This
Yeah.
time frame.
Well, you're already on a time frame. He's just impatient.
Oh, okay. So by saying don't be late, he means don't take long.
Yeah.
Got it.
All right. Without giving you guys a moment to speak, he turns around as you see a sort of pillar of ice kind of form on the deck of the ship, engulfing him before suddenly shattering. In his place is now just a bunch of broken ice, with the elite gone.
So that's the last of him.
For now.
For now.
The captain approaches all of you with a sigh of relief. Well, we made it. Welcome to the kingdom of Neloris. If I am correct, we are currently at Greymouth Port. Just to reiterate what we have discussed early on our trip, we'll wait. I'll keep the ship docked here for about 3 weeks before I have to leave.
What was the name of the port again?
Greymouth Port.
Okay.
So, as that other oak just said now, the best and probably most fastest way you're going to be able to get to the kingdom or the capital is by heading north. And how you get there, I don't know. But however you do, I wish you guys luck. And may your travels be uneventful.
Thank you,
If you,
Captain.
if you leave before we return, if we return here, so safe travels to you too.
Thank you. My guess is without you guys on my ship, I'll have an easier time sailing, but I'll test that theory out later.
I would argue the other way, but sure.
Only time will tell. Now off you go. You guys are on a deadline, remember?
Aye, Captain.
He gives you all a nod before walking down to the lower deck of the ship.
When he said safe travels to him, I would have thought he had taken offense to that.
No kidding, considering how crazy happy he gets when terrible shit happens.
Right. So we got a plan for traveling to the capital, or should we just go grab a carriage?
Well, we should definitely scout out our options and figure out if anybody has information about what we may potentially encounter along the way. I would rather not get caught completely unawares in the middle of nowhere.
I'm sure carriages that go back and forth, the drivers can just tell us.
Let's look around town, see what we can find.
Sorry?
Let's look around town and see what we can find.
Yes, I agree. Better than standing around here.
Alright.
Alright, you all make your way off the ship onto the docks. Almost immediately you see a small child, kind of rough looking, with a few dirt stains on his face, running up to you all. Has a very wide and happy smile on his face as his pitch black hair waves with the blowing of the wind. These navy blue eyes almost seem to represent the enthusiasm he has. He kind of runs right up to you guys, jumping up and down. Oh my gosh! These guys, visitors! Oh my god! Hi, welcome. Is there anything I can do for you guys?
Yes, actually, we'd like to learn more about traveling to the capital.
Oh, you're not interested in the town? I mean, it's
Oh, we are on business. I just look towards the rest of the party.
oh, so uh, uh, no, no grand tour then? Kind of looks at you with a last final hope.
Just kind of look towards the rest of the party like, do you guys want to?
I personally don't mind making Mr. Dick and White wait a little. A tour wouldn't take too terribly long, I don't think.
What's a tour?
Oh, for
People
fuck's
show
sake.
you things.
That sounds interesting.
Alright. Well, we'll have a tour.
Oh, that's great, that's great. There'll be 5 silver pieces each, please. Kind of holds out his hand, expecting.
Don't worry about it, guys. I've got this covered. How much in total would that be for all of us? Because I cannot math right now.
7?
3 gold? Not in character. Of course. But 10 silver is 1 gold. So if there's like 6 of us. No, there's 5 of us.
I think there's
Actually,
6 of us with Yanni.
Okay, so Yanni is here, okay. Yeah, then it would be like 3 gold.
Yeah, the kid's a little con player. Con man, that's what he is.
Yeah, Yuna has no problem and just hands the kid the 3 gold. No problem.
You see, he kind of like freezes up almost. As there's just 3 gold pieces in his hand. He's like stuck in his pose. Just his head like shakingly turning to his hand, looking at the gold pieces. Oh, wow. Well, good people, welcome to Greymouth Port. As you can see, we are a lovely fishing town filled with a variety of characters and healthy product. The fish here isn't that. Now, if you'd all like to follow me, I'll show you around. See, turns around and starts proudly walking away.
Yeah, that kid has definitely never touched gold before.
Just made the kid's day. That's fine. Yuna will slowly start to follow the child.
Alright.
Yeah.
She's gonna hang back just a little bit to kind of whisper to the rest of the group. Keep a close eye on your goods and coin purses, just in case.
Well,
Just a friendly rogue reminder.
I am a paladin. Have a good idea if it happened.
If you notice it happen, keep sharp eye out.
It's something I'd definitely be allowed to cut someone's hand off for.
Well, if you do that, do promise to let me keep the hand.
Gosh, you even take hands?
Oh, well, yes, I've unfortunately had to give them away, but I did collect quite a few ears from some bandits in Darin. That was quite fun. I collect all
In the
sorts of
kindest
weird
way
things.
possible. You people are weird.
Oh, we get that all the time.
I bet so.
Alright. I'm just going to explain a little bit of the town, give you a brief idea of what you see. If you guys want to do anything, please do not hesitate to yell out to me and tell me to stop. Alright. So, very quickly, the boy kind of leaves the dock as he steps onto the dirt or mud, starts walking around, busy pointing out almost every single building in this town or port. The only ones that really catch your eye are the fish market, which is right there by the docks, filled with a variety of not very appetizing fish, as most of them kind of look bland almost. Can you imagine if everything was sardines, just different sizes? As he goes on, the next building of interest that you notice is a fairly large White House, sort of situated on a cliff, with a very big and roaring fire. Seems to be going on non-stop. The base of the lighthouse is completely made of stone. As it gets closer to the top, you see more implements of wood coming into play, sort of as support beams. Some of the ends of the logs sticking through the stones. For right now, it's one of the only buildings that does incorporate stone into the build, especially with a higher foundation. Next up, you come to. Hold on, let me just have a look here.
Well, like he gives us the tour, I'll hang a bit back from the group. I'll take out my sending stones and say, I've arrived at Greymouth Port. Do we have any contacts in the Nyloris capital?
Alright, I'll get back to you after I've done the
Yep.
explanation. Alright. So he leads you more into the center of town, where you see a very large sign saying Tall Boys Fishing Rods. A somewhat tall chimney stretches out from this building, with a heap load of smoke coming out. You hear the familiar hammering of a blacksmith going on. Every now and then you see a few sparks kind of leave the door, but you can't really see the person at work. And then finally, towards the edge of the town, you see probably the biggest building aside from the the lighthouse, with a massive sign saying "Drunken Fish." This building also incorporates a bit of a stone foundation, not as pronounced as the lighthouse, but still enough to give you a sense that this is probably one of the more well looked after buildings in this port. From outside, you can hear that inside is bustling with noise. It sounds like sailors having a party, cheering, singing shanties and whatnot. And so when you walk past this building, it's about roughly 2 minutes as you approach it and leave. And in those 2 minutes, you've seen more or less 50% of the town going in and out. As the boy leads you all back to the center of the town, kind of spins around on his feet, hands on his hip with a nice wide smile on his face. And that's the tour of Greymouth Port. I hope you guys enjoyed it.
Just sort of pat him on the shoulder just twice, just good job. I'm gonna find something useful to do.
Well, sorry, Yuna?
Oh, Yuna was just gonna. Yep, let him respond. I'll
Right.
wait.
Well, you did ask how to get to the capital, right?
Yes.
I'm assuming you guys know the way?
North.
Yeah, north. He sort of turns in a direction and points to a certain road. You see that road?
Mm-hmm.
All you need to do is follow that road. It will take you past a town in Neloris called Norwich, but other than that, you just keep following the road and you'll get to the capital.
Can I roll an insight check?
Sure.
I just don't want it to turn out this little bastard is lying.
Well, we'll see.
It's 14.
All right. Hmm, Let me. I need to think how I'm gonna phrase this. The little boy seems genuine in his words. However, you do get a feeling that there is more to what he is supposed to say that he hasn't.
Hmm. Well, I'm just gonna say to the kid, and
And what?
is that all?
Yeah, pretty much. It's a road. I don't know what else a road could have.
You'd be surprised what roads can have, actually. But your little tour was very enlightening. Thank you very much. And out of curiosity, would any of the establishments here in your fine little town, I don't know, sell maps of the area?
Oh, well, there is this one weird-looking merchant who came a few days ago. He's somewhere around here. I didn't see him set up shop when I took you guys on the tour, but he has a few things. I mean, he has 2 carriages, so I'd imagine he has the maps in there somewhere.
All right. Well, thank you, and I'll keep an eye out for that. And then Yuna is going to begrudgingly give him another 3 gold. And silently pray she never sees this kid again.
Oof. You see his eyes kind of just widen even more. As unexpectedly, you take out your pouch and hand him 3 more gold. He's just speechless at this point.
Go on, tell your friends about it.
Don't spend it all in one place.
I don't know if I can. Thank you. Goodbye. Rushes off.
All right, now that that little distraction is gone, what do you guys want to do?
Was that really the point of that last 3 gold? You just wanted him gone?
Too obvious?
Well, you could have probably just asked.
Eh.
6 gold is probably more than that kid will make in 5 years.
And yet he'll probably spend it in the span of a day, somehow.
He's a kid. Of course he
Exactly.
is. Yeah, I don't like kids. I don't know if you could tell.
They can be quite annoying.
Sure. Annoying.
So, I don't know about you guys, but I mean, yeah, sure, he gave us some information, but
Yeah, I don't believe it
we
would.
might want to find someone else to corroborate that information or give us a little bit more details.
I think
I'm
we
not
could
gonna
try to
trust
find this merchant he was talking about.
Yeah. I don't trust that a child is going to have the best information. So, maybe an adult.
I mean, you never know. Some of these kids are crafty bastards. They're spies.
Oh, true.
Off to search for a weird-looking merchant. How hard could this be?
Alright.
Keep an eye out for some carriages.
Yeah.
Alright. Or just roll me a perception if you want. Lambus. Before I forget. After the kid ran off and you guys begin your search, you hear a reply. You kind of quickly hold the stone up to your ear to keep it a hush-hush secret. And the voice on the other side simply says, head to Ice Pick Inn. There you will find a friend.
Yeah, I wrote it down.
Alrighty. So, not too great. It certainly takes you a while, even though it's a smallish town. There's a little bit of a distance to travel, so as you get going, You first start off just by looking around, and eventually, after not seeing this merchant, you ask around. And eventually, one good Samaritan says that they've seen the merchant sort of packing up his things on the north side of the town.
Well, let's go there.
You make your
Unless-
way.
Just
make-
out of character,
Yeah.
Lambus. Are you sharing the?
No.
Okay. I'll have to find the merchant.
Alrighty. You all make your way to the north side of the town, past the Drunken Fish Tavern, and a little bit beyond you see two fairly large carriages. One looks half full, as there's still a stand with there's still a tent out with a few stuff laying about. But you don't see the merchant anywhere just yet. What would you guys like to do?
Do any of you have people finding magic? No?
I have one.
I sure don't.
I just knock on the carriage and ask, "Is anyone in there?"
Oh, I thought it would have been an open carriage.
It is an open carriage. One of them, so the half full one, is completely topless, but the other one does have a sort of roof. I don't know what you really call that, like a tarp over it. Anyways,
Cloth.
Canopy?
yeah, canopy, thank you. Yeah, so Lambus, as you knock on the wood and you call out, on the other side of the half-full carriage, you see two very large ears kind of pop up. The ears make their way round, and before you, let me get my description here. Yeah, you see a short rabbit-like person with his arms crossed and his nose twitching every now and then. His big ears twitching from side to side. The large foot of his keeps tapping the ground. Says, "Yeah, what can I do for you?"
We're looking to buy a carriage and possibly a map of the local area.
He raises an eyebrow as he licks his two buck teeth in the front. Is that so, huh? You want to buy a carriage and a map? A map to what? Space?
Map to the capital. And
Oh,
maybe
but
not
space
buy
would be so
a
cool.
Sorry, Lily.
Space would be so cool though.
Yeah, good luck getting there.
Land on a star.
That bird.
No,
How
it
does she know
wouldn't.
what space is, but doesn't know what?
I
What
mean,
a tourist.
Look. She
would have asked at some point what's up there.
Most of the stuff she's learned from a druid. She knows about nature, not about society or human stuff, you know?
You live in a society.
Thanks, Joker.
Well, you say you want to map to the capital. To the capital of what? Exactly. Alfron, Neloris, Stellagala. Which map? Come on, time is money here.
Neloris.
Well, why didn't you say so in the bloody first place? Kind of pops his way into the tent. You can hear stuff kind of falling down, metal on metal. A vase breaks and you can just hear it's like, oh shit. Before quickly hurrying up. Comes out with a fairly yeah.
So just while he's still back there, I'm just going to say, like, just whisper to our party, like, can someone else talk to this guy?
I'll walk forward.
After about 2 minutes or so, comes out with a rolled up parchment. Here it is. I'll be 2 silver pieces.
Okay. Oh. Hand it into 2 pieces.
Alright. Now what's this that you want to buy? A carriage? I mean, you know, I only have 2 and I kind of need both.
Say ride a carriage just mean we need a ride to the capital of Neloris.
Oh, that's where you're mistaken, fella. I'm not heading to the capital. I'm heading to Stellagala. Here there's a new ore that they found down there. Get my hands on it as soon as possible.
Would we know fuck, the place you just said is?
Yes, you know that Stellagala is Neloris' rival in terms of kingdom. One is ice, the other is
Fire.
yeah.
He's heading south essentially. Other direction.
Yeah.
Oh shit! I got a dip. Sorry.
No worries. Thank you for joining at least.
See you next week.
Just. Turns to the rest of you. So unless you're gonna pay me a mighty sum, I ain't selling.
Who needs money when you can carriage around the great cola in Zoralis? Not many can say that they have done that in their lifetime.
Now, the rabbit is short, but he is. Am I right, Cola? You are pretty short yourself, right?
I think like 3 feet.
3
No,
feet,
3'5", 3'5".
No, he's short, but he's like 4'7". So he looks down at you, Cohen, and it's just. And who the fuck are you?
Who does not know the great cola in Zoralis? He who protects people in the night, in their sleep. He who created the world when he was bored and wanted some company.
I don't know what kind of shit you've been smoking, fella, but I can use some of that. Now, unless...
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yeah, while they're talking, I'll just unfold the map. Try to figure out how long it will take us. And see if the kid was right and we are going through the town he mentioned.
Alright. Immediately looking at the map, you can see that, yeah, the kid is right. There is a path that goes from Greymouth to Norwich, and then finally to the capital. But it seems like a fairly long trip, roughly about a week travel, 3 days to get to Norwich, and then 4 days to the capital.
4 days of like constant walking, or like
So this
typically
is
work? Like 8 hours of walking a day, or
no. So I was thinking of using like a carriage, but that would probably be walking speed. Yeah, we'll say walking roughly 7 days. Right.
and what's the shorter route? Does it go through any other town, or more dangerous?
There is one shorter route, and it would roughly cost you, well, it would save you about 3 days, so 4 days travel. But it's kind of heads through the mountain. So right now, the path Kid pointed out goes round the mountains to the capital, where the shorter one goes through the mountains.
Okay.
Alright, so are you people gonna waste my time even more, or are you actually gonna do something?
Are you selling winter clothing?
Why, yes. A lot of you don't look fit for current climate. I might have.
He says that she's fine.
Sure you are, Target Girl. Anyways, I might have clothes roughly your sizes. It'd be 5 silver pieces each for at least a coat.
And how much for like the full outfit?
Full outfit is just a gold piece each.
Yeah, I'll pay it. It's 10 times cheaper than the official rules.
Yeah.
I'll give him 1 gold piece for the entire set.
Alright, you have the entire warm clothing set. Anyone else?
Well, we don't want to
Probably-
inconvenience who. Oh, go ahead.
Like all the other creatures are either, well, Yanni's an elf.
Yuna's.
Warforged.
Yeah, you're not affected, so the only one that would actually buy is. Kola, are you
His feathers, maybe.
resistant?
Oh, he's resistant.
Not unless my feathers give me resistance to cold.
I'm gonna have to say no on this one.
Mechanically, no one here is resistant to cold damage.
Yeah, Lily is. Alright. So the only ones that would really need it is Kola and Tyron. Tyron is still a human. So I'll just deduct a cold piece from Tyron without him knowing. Oh yeah, that reminds me, for those who haven't changed it, you guys should be level 6.
Yeah, I did change it.
Level 6, that
Okay,
means.
I need to look up.
Oh my god, that means a feat, I think. Yeah. Oh well. Figure out that later.
Alrighty. So as some of you pay him a gold piece, he goes back into his tent, coming out with quite a few sort of piles of fur coats and clothes. Puts it on the snows. Well, find your pick. I don't know your sizes, so best look through it yourself.
I guess I'll take the second smallest if Cole is the shortest here.
Alrighty. After a bit, you all find your clothes. And Rabbit Man, still impatient, or somewhat impatient, just looks to all of you. So you still want to buy this carriage or not? Because, like I said, I ain't selling unless it's a hefty price.
Do I see horses next to the carriage or?
Yes.
Oh. Yeah, I don't have any major sum of gold on me.
Out of character, I will say that Yuna is the one with the party funds, and we are currently sitting at 280 gold and a fair bit of change in the smaller coins, but might be a good idea to see if there's any other options around instead of inconveniencing this guy. Plus, even if we paid him a bunch of money, I don't know if I could stand several days of travel with this furball.
Well, excuse you, Miss Warden Metal. Not all of us are unique like you. Turns around
Oh,
and
you're
walks to his carriage.
you're plenty unique, sir.
So as far as I can see it, I'll just like start walking away from the carriages and open the map again. We have two routes. One will take us about a week, and it goes around the mountains. And one will take us, you said 4 days?
Yes.
One will be shorter, 4 days, but it will go through the mountain, which might prove a bit of a tougher journey. What do you guys think?
Well, I for one have never been here, Neloris, and so not having any idea what lives in those mountains, I would be more inclined to take the longer route that's a little more established. Yeah. Um, However, that does cut quite a bit into the time, especially if we want to get back to the ship before it leaves. However, I am totally fine with finding another way to get back to Dareen once we've figured out our business here. That captain was off his rocker.
Hmm.
We could perhaps ask around and see if there's any other carriages for rent or something to that effect. I mean, this rabbit fella couldn't be the only person around here with transportation.
we see anything during the tour that might indicate there's actually another way of transportation to the capital?
Yeah, I'll say on the tour, few of you did briefly see a carriage by the blacksmith. That and a few towards the docks, but all of those were filled with fish.
Not too many options here, but nothing to lose by checking them out.
Works for me.
Alrighty, so where do you guys go first?
The blacksmith.
Okay.
Yes, that's a good idea. I've got a bunch of weapons that I need to offload. You might be interested in them. I don't know, maybe.
Alright. You all make your way to the Tall Boys fishing rods. As you get there, you can still hear the familiar smacking of a hammer for a very quick sizzle of water. Walking inside, you see a female dwarf currently throwing charcoal into a somewhat low furnace. Her face and hands all look stained with charcoal. Her face in areas where she would rub off sweat. Long pigtail ginger hair stretches down from her head to her lower back. Fairly thick pigtail, almost as thick as her arm, which all seem pretty muscular. She has the classical black, like leather blacksmithing apron on, with a few tools in the pocket pouch. And finally, slung over her shoulder is a fairly large hammer, most of which you can see is just littered with wear and tear. With you all entering, she tosses a handful of charcoal into the furnace and looks at all of you. Alright. Hello. Welcome to Tall Boys Fishing Rods. Anything I can do for you?
Out of character question, real quick. The cart outside had a horse next to it. Just making
Yes.
sure.
There is a horse next to it.
Might be a bit of an odd question, but is the carriage outside for sale?
Alright, that is a bit of an odd question. I guess I don't use it that often. Just mainly to get stuff from the ships to my shop. But I can easily build myself another carriage. So I guess yeah, it is for sale.
And the horse.
Oh.
We need a way to get to the capital. We can do it by foot, but if there is
Oh, you're heading to
a faster way.
capital. Well, you see, that is a bit of a problem because horses are pretty expensive, as you may as well know. Yeah. You know, I'll say if you make a good enough deal, I'll be willing to sell you the horse as well.
Hands up, like holds up a hand, like just showing 5.
5 what?
She shrugs. I don't know. 5 money?
What kind of money? Copper, silver, gold, platinum?
She looks confused.
No, you porg.
Yeah, don't mind her.
Well, unless Yanni can create a horse.
I don't think he can. I think
Not
Tyrant.
one that can actually pull a card. No.
Wait a second. Oh, it's metagaming. I can't. Tyrone is a paladin. He has fine steed.
Wait a second, can we just have Tyrell like pull the carriage? That's like the solution. No one would mind.
He might mind.
Come
Yeah,
on, man, like
exactly.
he can put his he can build up his strength that way or he can die trying.
Uh, I'm
Make
having
this
an
decision of find like of this if he has the spell or not.
yeah. I'm looking through his spells. It doesn't look like it. Yeah, he doesn't have Fine Steed. Sorry.
Can they switch the spells during rest, or paladins don't do that?
Probably, I don't know. Is Fine Steed a cantrip?
No, it's a level 2 spell.
Yeah, no, he doesn't have it.
Paladins can switch their spells out.
Mm. Yeah.
Yeah,
oh,
but after a long
No.
rest, you can change it.
Alrighty. You know, I mean,
I don't want to make this decision for him.
I'm sure he can.
Yeah, I want to assume he will do it, but
The risk you guys will have to take. I mean, if that's not the case, then one of you, or maybe Cola, becomes a giant, pulls the cart, Tyron takes over. Who knows? I'm sure you guys will come up with a nice solution.
yeah, but if we get the card, we're living now and he's not here, and that's why I'm saying it.
Well, say, probably you guys have to try and solve it.
Yuna will kind of step forward.
And what can I do for you, Missy?
Well, my question is, if you are willing to sell the carriage and the horse, what would be a fair price in your mind for the inconvenience that might put on you, even if it's temporary?
Well, there is the issue of trying to find someone who is willing to sell a horse to me, and there's not many. Probably have to wait for a merchant to come by and try and buy one off of them. I mean, I believe the going rate for horses is like 75 gold pieces, if I'm not mistaken. So, including the costs of the inconvenience and the risks that I will have to take, I'll have to say 225 gold pieces. No, oh, sorry. I meant 125 gold pieces, not 200.
I was over here watching my soul leave my body.
So 125 gold.
Will turn to the party and be like, "It is a hefty price, but we can swing it. If that's what y'all want to do."
How long would it take? Like, I assume we can go through the mountains with the horse, but how long would it take us around the mountains with the horse? 4 days?
Yes. So going through the mountains with the horse and the carriage, it's always going to be 4 days because it is. You can't really kick the horse into high gear because it is.
Difficult terrain.
Yes. So no matter whether you go on foot or on a horse, it will be 4 days. But if you go the other route, you could lessen it to 5 days. So, do we have a deal?
What do you all think? Is that worth shaving a few days off? And I mean, we'll get use out of it even after the fact, but these are kind of the group funds that we'd be dipping into here, so
See,
I'm not
the
about to
group.
make. So yeah, I'm not gonna make the decision for everyone. I'd like to hear what y'all think.
I guess it's you, Yenny, and Kolar got the money. They got the goal, so this is up to you guys.
Well, it seems like you're all kind of a part of the group now, at least for now. So, I mean, you do make a fair point. If it was Kola, Yanni, and I, and a few others that have left us since then, that earned the particular gold in my purse now, but this is the group we have before us, so I'm asking y'all.
Just for continuity's sake, Yanni will agree. As for Taran, not really sure how he would respond.
Well, if you wouldn't have said anything, we didn't even know you have the gold. So if you said yes, then yes.
All right then. Kola, Lily,
Get horse.
any input?
I don't think Lily is the right person to ask about money.
Yeah, Yuna was just doing that out of politeness. Sort of.
She just looks confused. Let's just say that.
Yeah, that checks out.
Yeah.
All right then. So Yuna will spin around and be like, "All right, Miss, you have a deal.
Oh, well, that's
The
wonderful.
125 you said?
Yes, 125.
Oh, and just a moment, and she'll start digging the money out, and I've got to calculate
Alrighty, I'll give you a moment. As for the rest of you in this blacksmith, you can see, unlike most conventional blacksmiths where you would see armor stands and weapons, here you see a lot of fishing equipment, mainly hooks, nets, fishing rods as well. But you do see the occasional sword or helmet here and there. Just to give you a idea of the interior of this place.
Him kind of indicated what to expect inside.
Yeah. Well, I mean, tall boys fishing rods. She's not tall, nor is she a boy, so not exactly what you'd expect.
That's fair.
By gauging what you've got here in your establishment, you're probably not all that interested in like armor and weapons or anything like that.
Oh,
I take it.
well, I do get the occasional adventurer that comes walking by and needs weapon repaired or brand new one, so I'm not fully saying that I don't want them. I mean, it is useful, but I would mainly be interested in them for their resource.
That's fair. Because I happen to have quite a few weapons that I don't see any of us having a particular need for, and might want to just offload a few of them.
Oh, well, by all means, go ahead. Put them all on the table. So how many weapons is that?
that gif. So accurate. All right. So I'm probably not going to end up getting rid of all of these, but out of character, she has 7 short swords, 2 heavy crossbows, 4 light crossbows, 2 warhammers, a battle axe, 3 scythes, 10 daggers, and 5 sets of studded leather armor. And a good chunk of those weapons are like, they're just, there's nothing special or bonusy about them, but they've got like decorative bits that we booted off those red renegade assholes ages ago.
Okay, what are you going to be selling?
If there's anything in particular she has an eye for,
Like out of character, I don't think anyone here is, at least I think, planning on using the heavy crossbows.
Hmm.
Unless someone new joins.
right?
No one
So
ever
how-
uses heavy crossbows.
How many heavy crossbows is that?
2 of those.
Alrighty. Yeah. Okay, let's do it like this. What weapons don't you want in your bag?
Well, we probably don't have a need for the 10 daggers. But probably any of the crossbows. I don't think any of us are going to be using those.
Alright, so 10 daggers, short light crossbows. Or hand crossbows. because we got the heavy one.
Just threw those into the Roll20 chat.
Alrighty, so that's what you're going to be selling, correct?
Yeah, for now. We may run across someone who may actually have a need for some of the other things, and I don't know, if we start our own army, I'll need to be able to fit them out, you know?
Fair enough, fair enough. Say a big look of surprise as you pull out 2 heavy crossbows, 10 daggers, and the 4 lights. This is wow, that's that's quite a few. What are you looking for? What are you looking to get for these weapons?
Well, money's always good, but information can be pretty good as well.
Well, information is always good. What kind of information are you looking for?
Well, as we've stated, we are trying to make our way to the capital, but thus far the few people that we have talked to have not given us much in the way of information on what to expect on the road there, things to look out for, or, well, any truly useful information, really.
Oh, okay. Well, which road are you taking? The mountain pass or the one that goes to Norwich?
The Norwich one.
Oh, as far as I know, it's a fairly used path. Not, I don't hear many rumors or stories of people getting attacked, but there has been the occasional shipment of supplies that are ordered from the capital that didn't reach me, so I'm just assuming maybe some bandits along the trail, maybe monsters. It's very difficult to say for sure. The only thing I can really tell you is the mountain pass is very dangerous. A lot of people, when they take that route, they oftentimes come back a few days later, telling us stories of monsters lurking amongst the rocks and all of that, boulders falling from the sky. So I think it's a good idea that you take the Norwich route. So is that everything I can do for you guys?
Well, I see that you've got, well, fishing supplies here. It might not be a bad idea to get a rod or two just in case. Never know what we might run into. I mean, food isn't a problem for me, but some people.
The water covered.
Oh, that's right.
And
I keep
shelter.
forgetting. I keep forgetting Nemesis.
Yeah.
Backtrack.
I
Never mind.
cheat.
Right.
Yeah, I'm not sure what you will find like in like snowy area. Assuming most of it will be frozen. It's
Yeah,
probably
just for the hell
warmer
of
here
it.
next to the beach.
Yeah. Just for the hell of it, Yuna's gonna want to get at least one fishing rod and like kit for it.
Oh, well, sure, I'd be happy to give you a fishing rod because I do believe the information I gave you isn't worth all the weapons you're handing to me. So I'll give you a fishing rod for free.
Much appreciated.
And the cart, you can just, well, the carriage, you can just take that as well. Like I said, I can just build my own. It's not that hard. Well, is there anything else I can do for you fine people?
I think that's it, at least for me.
Alrighty. Anyone else? You all done?
Yep.
Cool. You all head outside the blacksmith to the carriage round the side. See the horses already tied up. Carriage, there is a few supplies in there. Somewhat like chunks of rock. A little patch of coal. Very quick and easy to, offload before putting all of your stuff on, which includes, I think, griffins are fairly large. Remind me, Yuna, how many griffins did you guys transform?
I think they did like one, maybe two, but I might be wrong.
Yeah, I'm thinking.
Two at least, yeah.
Alright. Well, I'll say that you are able to fit one griffin onto the carriage without much issue in terms of space for the rest of you, but the second one, it's going to be a little bit more difficult.
I'll volunteer myself to be in the front and control the horse.
So, Yuna, it will be up to you whether if you take both griffins or not.
Might be a pain in the ass, but Yanni would probably kill me if we left any of his creations
Fine
behind.
creations.
Yeah.
Correction, family behind.
Yes, true. Family.
Alright. So before you all leave, you head back to the ship. Captain is surprised to see you again, but you very quickly explain to him, and he just
Very
kind
happy we're getting rid of the griffins.
Hmm?
He's very happy we're getting rid of the dead griffins.
yeah. So he kind of sighs in annoyance, as he was expecting that you guys had already finished your quest. No, so quickly, but he gets a few sailors to help you, and throughout the tough time, it takes you guys quite a while, enough so that the sun has passed in the day, and you are finally able to get both griffin corpses onto a carriage. with that, I'm assuming you guys are going to head off to Norwich.
Yeah, I believe so.
Alrighty. Lambus, you said you're taking the reins, right?
Yep. I have the map as well.
Animal handling check, please.
Animal handling. Okay. I have a D4. I don't know how much it will help, but I have a D4.
Oh,
A 9.
alright, 9 points. Um, yeah, it's fairly difficult. With such a heavy load on the carriage, the horse kind of struggles a bit and to get the initial moving, especially going up the hill. There is a hill leading inland, so the horse struggles a bit. A few of you guys have to kind of get out and help push. But once some movement gets going, you get more handle on it, but it's like a tug of war right now. You're currently doing your best to keep the horse under control. Alright. Anyone would like to keep watch while the cart moves?
Una can keep an eye out.
Alrighty.
But it wouldn't hurt to have a couple of eyes looking around. A couple pairs of eyes, I mean. She's got two, but whatever. You know what I meant.
Oh, if anyone else wants to, we can just say that Tyron or Yanni keep watch as well. Unless anyone. Alright. We'll just say that Yanni is helping you. So, Yuna, perception with advantage, please. Oh, bloody hell. Okay. So immediately you see dense forest. Quite a huge contrast from sandy deserts that you came from or the vast ocean. This place is just packed with trees and bushes, all littered with snow on the top. Occasionally you will see some tracks in the snow from what you could assume is either a rabbit, a hare, or just a deer walking by. You hear the occasional bird, or big bird, not the small ones, give a shriek up in the sky as it circles around, looking for any prey. Occasional rustle of bush coming from either a distance or short bits away, but it always turns out to be either a small critter or just the wind. Apart from that, your current trip goes by uneventful as the sun sets. Will you guys be stopping to make camp?
Yeah, it's probably a good idea. I do need sleep.
We don't want to terribly exhaust the horse either.
All right. So after a little bit more traveling, the sun is now completely out of view, but its glow still lights up the sky. You find a nice spot amongst the trees where you can easily set up camp. Luckily for you, it seems the blacksmith had a few more sort of tarps which you could use to make some tents out of.
Casting tiny hut. Anyways.
Yeah, to great.
I don't know
Remind
if I
me
can.
the
Yeah, I'll send it. There we go.
yeah, I just need the radius.
The
10 foot.
10 foot. Yeah.
So were you casting it like in the center of the or where? Just around your place.
Yeah. To feed
Alrighty.
all of us.
Okay. Let me just do something for Tyrant because I will make him do the campfire. Oof. Alrighty. So after you guys eventually set up your tents, Tyrant makes you a campfire. The sun has completely set. Much like previous nights, you see a bunch of stars light the sky. However, the campfire does sort of dim them a bit, so the variety that you're used to seeing doesn't appear. There is a nice, gentle, cool breeze blowing by, causing the fire to flicker in place. If there's anything you guys would like to do, speak now or forever hold your peace.
Except for setting up watches. I don't think anything else. Roleplay wise, at least.
Alright. Kola, Yuna?
Yuna doesn't really need sleep. She just needs to be in kind of like a dormant state, but she's aware and keeping an eye out the whole time. She's kind of like in sentry mode.
Alrighty, Kola?
Nothing.
Alright. Well, just before most of you. Okay, wait. Who's planning to keep first watch?
I'll take the first one.
Alrighty. So just before most of you go to retire for the night. Actually, yeah. So most of you head into your tents to retire for the night. Lambus, can you make me a perception, please?
Oh, come on.
Oof.
See if guidance helps. 16 total.
Okay. So Lambus, it's about 5 minutes after everyone has either started their meditation or gone into their tents when you hear the crunching of snow off in the distance. It's very repetitive, almost as person walking. Crunch gets closer and closer. Anything you'd like to do?
Yeah, I get out of the tent and like stand next to the horse. remove myself because those two things are currently not protected by the tiny hut.
As time goes on, the crunching gets louder and louder. Do you have dark vision?
I have 300 feet, yeah.
300 feet.
Twilight Cleric.
Oh shit, okay. Yeah, then you're easily able to see in the distance a hooded figure slowly approaching your campsite.
Can I do it, which direction is it coming from?
Coming from the north. So from the north-south.
Yeah, I want to hide behind the carriage, and, watch him approaching.
As this figure gets closer and closer, you hear a sort of tune starting to play, just da 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 da. Before long, the figure appears in the firelight. Stop, look at your campsite, and takes a step forward. Would you
Yeah,
like to
come
do
out.
anything?
Yeah, I come out outside of the carriage. Can I help you?
Oh, hello there. Is this your retirement for the night?
It is.
Hmm. And tell me, is there by any chance, is this you, and I'm assuming your group, by any chance, a group called the Misfits?
Well, I've heard of them. They were with me on the ship, but depends who's asking.
Oh, I'm asking anyone who may know their whereabouts. I believe there is a doll with them, and an owl.
He said a dwarf. I just didn't get that.
Sorry?
You
Doll.
said an owl? Ah,
Yeah,
doll.
owl. Yeah, doll and owl. And this figure goes on to describe the rest of the group.
Well, I've seen the doll, the owl, and I assume he described Yuna as well,
Oh yes,
and Victoria maybe.
yeah.
But the rest, no, never seen them.
Hmm. See, the figure's head kind of just turned towards the carriage. See, notices the griffins on board. Well, that's quite interesting. You a taxidermist by any chance?
No, not really. Why do you ask?
Yes, Luna. Yes, Yuna. You would notice. Well, it's quite interesting to see a creature of that size be stripped of some of its parts for wooden string. Kind of reminds you of a doll, doesn't it?
Well, yeah.
Figure's head turns towards the campsite. Just, I'm going to ask you once, little Sid. Are the Misfits here?
So also ask once, who are you?
You didn't answer my question.
That makes the both of us.
Well, I am someone who wants to test their strength.
To do it is sneak up on them in the middle of the night.
Well, if their reputation precedes them, they wouldn't be surprised.
He's wearing like the same armor as the. What was his name?
Tyrant.
Like the elite. No, the
Oh.
elite.
So as your conversation goes on, a sudden, somewhat weak gust of wind blows, and the kind of lower part of this hooded figure's coat kind of blows away, and you can see not white, but grayish silver plate armor. So, no, this doesn't look like an elite's armor set.
I'll just lean back against the carriage. Well, what kind of test were you thinking?
Nothing too complicated, just a test by combat. Simple, effective, true. The wind blows again, and you can see a fairly large greatsword slung sort of underneath his coat. But you can just see the tip of the blade.
And they should accept your challenge. Why?
Because they will die if they don't.
So they won't die by trial by combat?
Well, if they fight, I will judge. If I like what I see, I'll let them live and fight them again later on. But if they try and take the coward's way out, oh, I would love to hunt them down.
Can I make a sort of check to figure out if I heard like of a figure that does what he's describing? Or maybe he's just plainly insane.
You want to do an insight check? Or what kind of check do you want to do? Because I'm thinking either history or insight.
Yeah, I was thinking the same.
I'll let you choose.
No, insight it is. Come on. A 15, eh? I can roll higher than a 10.
So right now, you are purely basing your sort of findings on this figure's sort of body language. It's very still and calm. You get the sense that this figure is extremely confident. As for whether he does sound
I can make a
intent.
history check as well, just like to see if I know anything about
Yeah, you
him.
no go ahead. Go ahead. As for
Oh, really? Now I roll high.
he's
A
definitely
22 on history.
nice. He definitely sounds insane, but not like the captain, where he just didn't really care. This one seems to have joy in what he's currently doing or what he does. You're not really sure, but he definitely does sound like he's going to enjoy fighting. So whether he's insane or not, I'll leave that up to you. As for your history check, yeah, I'm going to say that your order has received a report or two about a cloaked figure in grayish silver plate armor going around looking for a fight, never knowing where the fight took place, only knowing the results being that this hooded figure won. So when it comes to you knowing about this figure, you only know that they go around looking for fights and so far haven't lost.
I just because they can, if they're inside the like tiny hut, they can see to the outside. I'll just motion them with my headache like to come out. I did hear of a few reports of. I'll keep it respectable and not call insane. But a person of great capabilities.
Trying to sweet talk me now?
No, just stating a fact.
What of your friends inside their tents? Would you mind if I had a look?
Yeah, I did motion them like to come out.
Lambus motions for the rest of you guys to come out of your tents. Do you do so?
Flap, flap, flap.
Yeah.
Cool. Tyron does, and Yanni will definitely also. Yuna, I would like to ask you a favor to, if we come to an initiative play for Yanni, if that is possible.
What you're telling me, the guy that wants trial by combat, when we won't get to initiative.
You never know. You might be able to sweet talk your way out of it.
Just seduce him.
Well, here they are, or at least what's left of them.
Figure looks around. More takes a moment or two to study Yanni and Cola. Yuna, are you trying to hide there?
Yeah, she's trying to stealth. I was just waiting for a moment to do my stealth roll.
Please do so. Okay, the figure completely passes over you. You believe you're hidden behind that rock, but you're not really sure if they saw you or not leaving the tent. Finally looks at Tyron and Lily. It would seem the Misfits have replaced a few members.
The what?
Adventuring is
What
a
now?
dangerous business, especially with
Misfits.
folk like you.
Sorry?
Adventuring is a hard business, especially with folks like you.
I'm only dangerous to a few. Those whose reputations grow. Those who might finally prove to be a challenge. But seeing that you are here, it would seem I'd get my challenge after all. With that, you can see the figure reaching behind its back, pulling out massive greatsword, wielding it with just one hand.
I'll take out my warhammer and see well, not like sort of shadows will start like pouring from Landbis as I use my channel divinity. Where is it? Twilight Sanctuary. So nothing at the moment. It doesn't do anything at the moment.
Alrighty. If anyone wants to do something that isn't an attack, you can do so. Just before we start combat.
The cat is in the tent.
Good. Always protect the cat.
Yes, yes.
Alright, if no one wants to do anything else, then I'd like to ask you all to roll me initiative. How does Tyron survive with a -2 on initiative?
Answer
Fine,
is
he took
he
human.
don't.
He's a human. He says it's fine. He says as long as he's a human, he has +1 to everything. He'll make do. And I forgot to target myself again when I rolled.
Don't
Wait,
worry,
it says Tyrone 18 and Tyrone 10.
Yeah, it's weird because it doesn't. It always. Oh no. Shit.
Or
Did
the
it?
cat. You want me to roll again so I'll be on the initiative board? You can just change it.
Yes, please. Let me just do for Yanni real quick.
For some reason, I'm accidentally in as the small bean.
Yeah, you
No.
probably clicked on it and then rolled initiative.
Yeah. Don't worry.
I knew the cat was the master.
Remind me your number, Lambus.
20. So I'm technically the same spot unless you rolled higher than me. The mysterious figure.
Alrighty. Well, for somewhat reason the mysterious figures thing didn't show up. So I'm just gonna use Tyron's initiative for the mysterious figure, but it's not the number. It's not the number. He did not get a 0. Just so you know. He actually got a 24.
Oh, he's fast.
Alrighty. Okay, let's do this. So, let me. Okay. Starting off, the figure. Let me actually just read real quick. Can replace 2 of these attacks. Cross dive attack. Okay, yeah. So right now, the figure is going to kind of swing his sword round 10 feet of range and go for you at the very start, Lambus.
Yep.
With a 27 to hit.
It hits.
Oof. I wish you luck, guys. It is for a total of 13 points of slashing damage.
Oof.
And then he is going to use a bonus action to cross dive, which leaps 15 feet without triggering attack of opportunity towards you, Lily. Charges towards you.
That's weird.
And I need you to make me a dexterity saving throw, please.
Oh, I like those. I like those. Oh, for fuck's sake.
Oof.
On this character, I always roll ridiculously low. I don't think I've really rolled above 3 on anything except persuasion checks. As a monk.
And monks can be persuasive, who knows? So as this figure swung his sword round and got Lambus pretty good, he kind of uses the sword to halt his spin and it charges straight for you, Lily, tackling you straight with his shoulder, which will deal only 6 points of force damage.
6 or 46?
6.
Oh, okay.
He's not that strong, please. He's not a freaking train here. Alright, and with that, I'll end his turn. Or its turn. Move on to Yanni.
Well,
You
first
going-
things first.
Yeah.
For his bonus action, he is going to start up his blade song.
Mm-hmm. Oh,
Just-
just ping me where you want him to move.
Yeah, I'm just checking his sheet over. It's. Oh,
I never understood Blade Song works. I
I
mean,
can't actually roll things from his sheet, but I can type it
Oh.
in manually.
don't worry,
Alright.
you can tell me what to roll and I'll roll it for you.
Alright, let's see. Oh. Yeah, I think he's gonna stay right where he is and just attack with Alex, his returning spear weapon. He's just. Oh no! Wait, he's gotta move a little bit.
Alrighty, where do you want to move?
Oh no, he's just in range. Okay, I was misreading that.
Alright, so
Yeah.
just attack.
Yeah, with
Alrighty.
Alex, his spear.
27 hits. Hmm, 10 points of damage. Very nice. As Yanni kind of just prepares himself, he throws his returning spear, which is just Alex, and Dole holding a sort of spear, into the back of this figure. The figure doesn't seem to budge at all when the spear hits. He kind of just turns around and looks at Yanni. And you're gonna do anything with the Steel Defender?
I would think that. What would Yanni do? Say after she went down the last time, he'd be a little hesitant to throw her right in the midst of this guy, so. Probably move her right in front of him in kind of like a slightly defensive position, but not getting all the way up in the melee.
Okay, so like here almost, or there.
But yeah,
Okay.
keep her close for the bullet.
Alrighty. With that, Steel Defender will automatically take the dodge action. Yuna, what would you like to do?
Yeah, Yanni gains 10 temp HP at the end of his turn.
His AC is 18. He gets 10 extra movement. Just throwing that out there. Okay. So Yuna was already prepared with her short bow, so she is hidden and she's gonna fire at this guy.
Roll with advantage, please. Ooh, 25 hits. Oh, 22 points of damage. Very nice. Would you like to describe how you shoot at this figure?
She'll steady the bow really up close to her face as she tries to aim past brother and the Steel Defender. And kind of trying to fire for any of the weaker spots in its armor. I mean, arrows and heavy armor. She's not very confident about that.
Alrighty. You go ahead, aim, fire your crossbow, aiming for one of the joints in the armor. Unfortunately, you weren't able to hit the target that you were aiming for, more so sort of underneath the armpit. However, you were able to pierce the plate armor as the bolt kind of gets stuck in there. Again, the figure barely moves. Anything else you would like to do?
That will be her turn for now.
Alrighty.
Yeah, you get 7 temp HP.
You or
Yeah, Yuna gets 7 temp HP. At the end of your turn, you can roll 1d6 plus 6 as for the next minute and add it as a temp HP because of my channel divinity.
Alrighty. 7 temp HP for you, Yuna.
Yay!
Lambus, what would you like to do?
I was hit pretty bad, so let me read the spell real quick to make sure I actually understand what it does properly. Oh, it's an action. Yes, good. I'll use my action to cast Oral Vitality.
Alrighty, what does that do?
It's sphere around me, and as a bonus action, I can heal anyone within the sphere, and I'll heal myself for 8.
How big is this sphere?
30 feet.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
30 feet radius or 30 feet diameter?
Let's see. 30 feet radius.
Jesus, okay. That's a massive circle around you. Okay, we'll keep that in mind.
Yeah, I heal for 8 as a bonus action. It's rolled automatically, and I'll end my turn and get my 1d6 plus 6 temp HP, which is 11. I will move a bit. I move right here, and that's my turn.
Alrighty. That will move on to Tyron. Spiritual weapon is
Bonus action.
to cast it or to use it?
Spiritual weapon is to cast it. It's
Okay,
a bonus
see.
action, and then a bonus action on repeated turns to use it. Though on the first, it also attacks and it's summoned.
Alright. Well, I'll say Tyron will just charge forward using his Flame Tongue Greatsword. Try and get 2 hits. Oof, shit. Those do not hit. So he will cast his spiritual weapon right behind the thing as a bonus action to get, and this thing will attack with advantage. Shit. Still doesn't hit. Alrighty. And that's pretty much his turn. Lily, what would you like to do?
She would like to do punch stuff.
Hmm.
I think she also got new. So I have like a new thing. The first creature I hit every turn takes an additional 1d6 points of damage of a type that I choose when I finish a long rest. But I'm not sure whether I could have chosen that yet.
Alrighty, well.
Or whether it would like count as a long rest.
Yeah, I think we'll use that after a long rest.
Okay. So just normal punching attacks. Oh, and now they do count as magical at level 6.
Okay.
In case he has resistance.
Thank you for letting me know.
Yeah. Okay, so we want 1, 2.
The 13 doesn't, but the 29 definitely does.
Oh wow. Nice. And then she'll use Flurry of Blows and do another 2. There we go.
Neither of those hit.
Oh.
You have advantage because I'm flanking with you.
That is true.
Yeah.
You have advantage on all your attacks.
Oh, nice. Okay, so let me I think.
Roll 3 more times, I guess. One
Yeah,
for the first one and third and the fourth.
3 more times.
1, 2. I think that's all. Because it's 4 attacks.
Yeah, but you roll. Oh, yeah. I think
Yeah, but-
once more.
Once more because of your very first attack.
Okay. Where's-
Alrighty, well, the 22, 29, and 26, they all hit.
Nice.
19 doesn't, though.
What the fuck? Dude is insane.
So,
Okay. I can live with that.
19, 31, 39 points of bludgeoning damage.
Pretty good. I would have almost killed myself.
Yeah, it's very good, actually. Nicely done.
Awesome. Yeah, she's just gonna stay there.
Alright.
She's guarding the entrance to her tent.
Cool.
So yeah, that's my turn.
So
Okay.
you
8 temp HP.
Oh, thank you.
go ahead, pummel the figure with flurry of fists, each doing a surprising amount of force against this figure. You can hear the metal of its plate armor bending to your very, very power of the strikes. But once again, this figure doesn't seem to be taking much pain from your attack. Alrighty.
Is he resistant to magic attacks? Or is he just resistant to everything?
No, so when I say that, I mean as in like not showing pain.
Oh, okay. Okay.
So it's like getting stabbed and just looking at the person.
Oh. That's wild. Okay.
Alrighty. Cola, your turn.
It is time to flex and grow. And then step towards him. Let me see. Lampus, can you remember if what's called a spiritual weapon takes up like the space, or if you can step inside it?
Control. I don't know. It doesn't specify from what I see, but it's spectral, so maybe it doesn't. It's up to the DM.
Sorry, what's this?
If the spiritual weapon takes up space, or if it's just, you know.
I'm gonna say it does because it is. Yeah, it's not as big as a person, but it is still a weapon you'd rather not get in the way of.
Perfect. Okay, then I'm perfectly fine where I'm at. And I'm just gonna introduce him to my weapon. Yeah. And please tell me that hits.
That does hit. Alrighty. Anything else you would like to do? Or did you grow tall?
Yes, and that's why the giant smite is applied. And yeah, let's see if. Yeah, that hits also. Since I have 2 attacks. That's sad. No. Yep, and I think that's all I'm gonna do.
So a total of, what's that, 19 points of damage.
19, yes.
Alrighty, nice. Okay, after your turn, he is going to use a legendary reaction where he will move 10 feet and make one attack against one of you. That attack will be targeted to Tyron. What's Tyron? Ah, what do you know? Doesn't hit. Alright. So, Lambus, Tyron, and the spiritual weapon, you will get attack of opportunities. Tyron, your attack of opportunity.
You mean Lambus?
Ah, yes, Lambus. I see he's not here. Shit. So I'll get the attack later. So Tyron is able to get a hit on, but again, this figure is just showing no pain whatsoever. It's just walking through all the damage that it's taken. That's 40. Anything else you would like to do, Cola? Was that is the end of your turn, right?
Yes, that's the end of my turn, yes.
Cool. Alrighty. 10 feet wide, 30 feet long. Okay. And 10 feet wide. So that's pretty much down here, and I could get everyone. Alrighty. You'll see this figure kind of turn massive great sword around and just stab it into the ground. Following which a massive gust of wind just blows from the sword, hitting everyone that is 5 feet away from this line. So that should be all of you guys. Which means I'm going to need you all to make me dexterity saving throws, please.
See.
And let me just do Yanni real quick. Don't know what his Steel Defender's stat blocks are. Oh, there it is. Oof. Shit, I should not be rolling for you guys. Everyone but Lily is safe. Lily, you will take half damage, but everyone else will take the full and move 10 feet back. So as this force rushes and hits all of you, Lily, you are able to withstand it for just a little bit. You all find yourselves being blown back 10 feet while suffering 13 points of force damage.
Okay, but I take 6.
Yeah.
Nice.
I will move Tyron because he's not here. Please do remind me that when he is here, I must give him his attack of opportunity. Alrighty, then. Okay, you can replace 2 for that. Yeah. And then he'll make an attack against you, Lily. which is a nat 1. So,
Oh,
yay.
I was gonna say he's like really got it out for me for some reason.
He loves kitties.
Sorry, you were just literally the closest one, because everyone else was blown back. With that, he can only move now. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm back. Sorry.
Attack of opportunity. Go.
D7.
27 hits.
Eight bludgeoning damage.
Cool,
Eight
cool.
magical bludgeoning.
Alrighty.
He pushed us away. Sorry, I missed it.
Yeah. So what he did just now was he moved up. He spent a legendary reaction to move up and attack. And then once it got to his turn, he stabbed his sword in the ground, and a massive just wave of force kind of blew everyone back. The
we
only
do-
one that
do-
kind of withstand the force was Lily. And you didn't need to make a dexterity saving throw. Actually, you need to make me one.
There you go.
Oh yeah, then you would have suffered 13 points of force damage.
Yep.
Alrighty, yeah. This
So am I
figure.
still getting the attack, or
Hmm?
did my attack still go off, or he moved and then pushed us?
Yeah, it's still his turn. It hasn't gotten to you yet.
No, I
And-
meant did I still get the attack of opportunity?
Oh yeah, his moving up was a reaction, so well, a legendary reaction. So yes, you did still get your attack off on it. Nice. After all of his attacks, this figure is going to run all the way here. Welcome back, Yuna. Just in time. It is Yanni's turn.
Oh joy. Well, I guess say him and defender would probably move back a bit. Hold on, let me do the measurement. Yeah, it's about there, within range. She's gonna use the returning weapon again.
Alrighty. $23 does hit. For a total of 11 points of piercing. Anything you would like to do with Victoria?
I think she'd move to about right here.
Point again, please. Alrighty. Hold on. And that will be it. Alright, your
Yeah,
turn.
just
You know,
about
what would you like to do?
Oh, I'm gonna fire another arrow at this guy, but first I'm gonna move. Let's see here. That's a no.
Yeah. Sorry. Anything else?
Nope, that's pretty much all I got right now. Oh man.
All right, cool. Lambus, what would you like to do?
I'll use my bonus action to heal myself with the Aura of Vitality.
Alrighty.
Nine HP back. Nice. Action, then the action. I go right here and attack him with my booming blade weapon.
Cool. Go ahead, roll the hit.
I miss.
And that's it, right?
That's it. I get my temp HP and that's my turn.
Cool.
Oh, another natural one.
The spiritual weapon, how far can it move?
20
Six-
feet.
20.
20 feet. Okay. Ooh, can get to him. That will move. There beside the dude. Let me have a look at Tyron's spells. What can he do?
Maybe Hunter's Mark.
Does he have Hunter's Mark? No, he
Some
doesn't.
paladins get it. I don't know if he's one of them.
No, he doesn't have it. Yeah. For now, I think I'll just stick with Tyron running and hitting. Because I don't know his spell. Actually, he will run behind the dude. So he can attack with advantage.
That's smart. Yeah, he hits.
25 hits. 21 hits. Pretty. Nice. Okay, not too bad of damage. Total of 39. Yeah, 39 points. And then his spiritual weapon. No. Alright. Rushing up behind the figure, he takes two very large swings with his weapon and is able to cut deep into the figure, but no sound comes from him. Man is just a machine. With that, we move on to Lily.
Lily will do more punch. I love how I just know. Yeah, that's less than 45 feet. She can make it.
Sorry, I just had to check.
Munch it. Yep, more punches.
Cool.
Advantage?
No, because no one's directly opposite of you.
Ah. Yeah, let's see. Okay, there's no way to really arrange that. What is this blue circle?
That's the spiritual weapon.
Spiritual weapon.
Does it count as flanking if I go there?
It's not
Yes.
a creature.
Oh, nice.
Well,
Okay.
it is still an object to be aware of.
Nice.
I mean, I'm sure we've used it as flanking before.
I honestly
21.
don't remember, but you're the DM, so what
Yeah.
you say goes.
I'll say it can be used as flanking.
Yay.
21, 26, and then 26 hit.
Nice. I'm finally getting good rolls.
So a total of 35 points.
Is this
Very
dude not dead yet? Is he like the final boss or something?
Level 6? I don't know.
I mean, you have to remember it is one single unit. I'm not just gonna make him weak as hell.
True.
I mean, you guys are doing decent damage, so I'm happy.
Nice. And that's my turn.
Cool. You go ahead, run behind this figure, just pummeling his back again. You hear the metal crunching and bending against your might. He arcs his back, not from pain, but just from the force that you are causing. Cola, what would you like to do?
Is he at least looking like bloody?
It's hard to tell. Very hard to tell.
Can I also ask a quick question?
Yeah.
The reports I was getting, were they only on this realm, on the realm?
In this kingdom,
In this kingdom or like all over?
all over the world.
Okay. I have a feeling a bad one.
A bad feeling, eh?
Maybe I know. I have a hunch.
Well, let's get to him. And let's get beating on him. Or not.
Sorry, 29 does not hit. No, 9 does not hit. Shit.
That hits.
Yes, that definitely does it. Ooh, nice.
Yes, and let's just expend the fire rune.
Don't you have extra damage from Giant Smite as well?
Yeah, that is added. It's
there it is, yeah.
it's added automatically.
All right.
A DC. Let's see, that's a DC 14.
14.
Strength, eh?
Yeah, strength. I can't recall what
They-
it's on.
Yeah. It takes the damage anyway. The save is if he's restrained or not.
All right. He's going to use a legendary reaction, so he succeeds that DC.
I knew he had a legendary one, so I wanted to burn it.
Alrighty.
But then let's
So-
just action search for what? So I can hit him 2 more times.
Ooh. So let me just quickly do that. 10 plus 12. Uh, 21 hits. And 26 hits.
Ah!
Left.
yes, perfect. Let's see here.
No. Had me worried there.
Oh yeah, I accidentally pressed the update button on the Discord.
Yeah, I saw the update button and I was like, yes. And I was almost clicking and then I was like, wait, that closes Discord.
Yeah, but it did fix the bug I was having, so I'm good.
Yeah. Well, that's a total of 16.
Very nice, very nice. Anything else you would like to do?
God damn it, do I have anything? Let's see, what did he do last time? That was Stex, so that wouldn't do me anything. Damn it. Nope.
Alrighty.
You guys can roll the d6s of the temp HP yourselves. I don't remember always to roll them. It's at the end of each of your turns for the next 54 seconds.
Okay, let's see. What am I going to do now? Uh, range. Hold one. Advantage on attack rolls.
He gives up and never interrupts us again.
Hmm. No,
Was worth a shot.
no, that's not what he's going to do. He is going to fire. So, with his sword in one hand, you can see a sort of magical ball form in the other. As he actually throws it towards you, Yuna. That is a 19 to hit.
Just meets my AC.
So is that a hit or no? Wait,
Yes.
oh, okay. Oof. Oof. Okay. Let me do this. Sure. Let me just relook at the damage. For a total of 30 points of damage, Yuna. Piercing damage.
30.
Yeah, 30.
But he said 50.
Ouch. Okay.
And everyone along its path, which currently is only you, Lambus, or you and Victoria, needs to make a dexterity saving throw.
Can't be worse than the last one. 20.
Hey, you make it. Let me just do Vicky's. Oof. She will just suffer. She will just suffer seven points of force damage and be pushed 10 feet away.
Do I take any damage?
No, you don't. You are able to
Great.
dodge this thing as it flies past you. Okay. So I did that. Okay. And with that, he's going to take his great sword, swing it at you, Cola, and you, Lambert. Cola, that's a 17. Lambus, that's a 20 to hit.
Yeah, hits. I think Tyrone has Sentinel?
17, no.
No, he doesn't. Oh, man.
Alright, so only you get hit, Cola?
What?
No, so
Oh.
what's your armor class, Cola?
19?
Okay, so Lambus, you get
I get hit, yeah.
for a 2. For a total of 19 piercing damage.
Yep.
As the sword narrowly, oh no, Cola is able to withstand this figure's attack with his sword. The sword continues swinging and kind of gets you in the side there, Cola, Lambus.
Yep. I'm still up.
Um,
Thank God for healing.
I can't use legendary reactions on his turn, which sucks. Yeah, that's all I can do for this fella. Yanni, his turn. You know?
Yeah, sorry.
He's thinking what to do.
Yeah, I'm looking at this ridiculous list of spells, and I'm just like, oh god, now what?
Sorry about that. Putting it all on you.
Yeah, especially since this is like the first time I'm actually like looking at what he's got, so it's like, oh.
Hmm.
Uh, all right, sorry. Let's do something dangerous. He's gonna move right all up in this guy's face.
Alrighty. I'll leave the bird with you.
And then okay, that. Didn't mean to click on that, but I guess that works.
Is that the hit?
It was
No, that's just the
the
effect.
damage. Yeah, I try to do booming blade.
Alright.
There is a button inside. If you open the what's called the weapon you want to use to the booming blade, then there is a button to click to the attack and booming blade.
I'm busy looking now.
Yeah, I think you have like a bit, if you press on the weapon, like a bit below
And
in the description, there is a booming blade option.
yeah, I found it, and it misses.
Yep,
Great.
sadly.
Oy
Alright.
vey. All right.
And the fiddler. Right then. Just
Yeah, let's just get up in this guy's face. Why not?
Oh.
And then it's going to gosh, where?
Does he get 2 attacks to level 6 or not? As a blade singer. Yeah. Oh, he's multi-classing, right?
So Victoria just gonna punch.
Yeah.
Alrighty, still defender. Only makes one attack, by the way. Alright. Hey, 23. Sorry.
Ah. That tracks.
Mm.
This is
The Victoria goes ahead to sort of punch the figure. I'm gonna do a little bit of something cool, I guess. As you see the figure actually kind of grab her fist. He's not able to like fully stop it, but you can see that him grabbing the fist is where he caught his damage. So right now he's holding Victoria's massive metal fist. Because she attacked, did we move on to you, Yuna?
yeah. All right. Correct, dude.
Ho ho ho. Actually, could you see him from the tent?
How
Is...
big is he?
Okay, he's fairly tall, so yeah, I'll say you can get a headshot. Alright. Nice, nice. That is critical damage, right?
Did it crit?
Doesn't look like it, to be honest.
Yeah, it doesn't look like it rolled the
It's
correct
rolled
damage.
normally.
It's
Yeah.
normally.
Rude.
Just
It is-
roll 1d6 and 3d8, 3d, like 4d6s.
Nice.
Alright. So that's total of 8 points. Oof. Alrighty. Fire arrow, you can see it kind of lodges into his helmet. He slowly kind of readjusts his head so it's straight again and then looks towards you, Yuna. The kind of deep chuckle coming from him.
Gonna
Hey.
flip him off.
Alright. With that, we move
Yeah,
on
that-
to Lampus. What would you like to do?
Me. I'll heal myself again as a bonus action.
Of course. Got to keep the sustain up.
Yeah, I get 10 HP. And I go for another swing. With advantage. I hit.
Yep.
Yeah, 25. I think he rolled to hit again. Yeah, so I hit. I deal 13 bludgeoning and 5 thunder. So
So-
18 total.
Very nice, very nice.
And if he moves, he'll take 9 more.
Cool. Anything else you would like to do?
Nothing else I can do.
Okay. Let me just quickly do my maths here. Cool. We'll move on to Tyron. He'll do his hits, all with advantage. Because by the looks of it, all of his spells are very situational. And the highest damaging one, I don't want him to be using because it would deal damage to all of you.
It's the wrong situation.
Yeah. Everyone's too crowded right now.
Hey.
Good on him, 21 hits, and he gets a crit. Very nice. And then let me just roll for his spiritual weapon. Goddamn, 20. All of his attacks hit this turn. Very nice. So that's wow. Yeah, sorry, Yuna. 20, 22, and then sword needs to do and 9. Ooh, bloody hell. 51 points of damage. Alright, with the barrage of attacks, you can see that the figures isn't really able to keep up this facade. However, being the tough, unbeatable facade that he has. However, he still doesn't show any pain.
You said tough. It all makes sense.
Alright, Yuna. Lily. Sorry, Lily.
What's... I think she's just gonna punch him again.
Okay.
She does like punching.
Oh yeah, it's a nice pastime, eh? 26 and 22 hit.
Cool. So 23 damage this time.
23, very nice. Very nice.
Nice. And that's a 10.
Cool. Cola, your turn.
And it's time
Ooh.
to just stick it to him. And I know 19 does not hit.
Yeah, sorry.
You're flanking.
Wait.
Yeah, you do get advantage.
Oh well, just just call those two then. The thing.
Yeah.
Look.
Ha! You hit. Go ahead. Go for a
Oh well, that's fine. And that's it.
damage is damage. Let's not complain about damage. Alright. Move on to his turn. He takes a moment to look around and see everyone around him. And once again kind of stabs the sword in the ground, but this time he sort of takes a knee like a knight would in front of a king. At first you guys think that he is surrendering, but you hear a sort of booming sound, like a bang coming from above you. There's everyone around him. I'm going to need, hold on, let me see, all of you to make me a dexterity saving throw. And okay, let me roll for Tyron. Oh, so when it comes to the saving throws, I'm shit. Oh, never mind. And Lily. Oh, Victoria. Where's Victoria? There you are. Okay, so yikes. Everyone but Yanni pass. Oh no, sorry. Everyone but Yanni fails. That's what I meant to say.
Oh no.
So that is. Oh shit. Come on, roll, you bugger. There we are. That is a total of 22 points. But Cola and Victoria, you two take 44 points. How much health does Victoria have?
Not that much. She's toast again.
Ah, okay, so she's gone. Oof.
So we take 22 because we rolled a bit higher.
Then how much do we take?
22 points of
Okay.
force damage.
Of what damage?
Force damage.
Force, okay.
Hmm.
Thank you.
And Cola's the only one that takes 44, because spell is like one of those where you can choose the spots. So, kind of overlapped with him.
Is he called alive?
Of course.
And Yanni takes half damage. He takes 11. Cool. And with that, he's going to use a bonus action to disengage.
He will take the 9 thunder damage if he's moving, even if he disengages.
Oh, don't worry. I've planned for that.
Oh,
Meow. Just kind of leap over Victoria's now broken body. Straight past you, Yuna. And 9 points of lightning, correct?
thunder.
Thunder. Cool. Alright. By this point, his cloak is next to nothing, considering all the damage he has taken, and you can see that he is a very large, hulking figure. His armor's seen many a battle, as you can see, sort of scars that weren't there before. After he reaches his planned point, he just kind of stretches a bit, gives a small chuckle, and it's just, is that really all you guys can do? And yeah, that's his turn. I will say that this is the last round because I don't want to stay up too late. So we'll make this the last set of attacks. Alrighty. Yanni's turn. What will he do?
Oof. Mind Sliver, I do believe.
Alright, where?
It's a save from him.
Yeah, it's an intelligence saving throw.
Ah, okay. Okay, that's a 14.
Fails.
Okay, what happens?
Since this is at he's over 5th level, it's
I think he takes 26 psychic and subtracts the d4 from his next save. Unless the save thing also scales.
does
Sorry,
not look like.
please repeat that.
I think he takes 2d6 psychic damage. If I recall correct. Yeah, there we go.
Alrighty.
And I think he subtracts a 1d4 from his next save until the end of Yanni's next turn.
Yeah.
Not sure if the d4 scales with the spell itself, like the damage.
No, only the damage seems to scale.
Yeah, that's fair.
Alrighty. And oh yeah, Victoria's gone. Oof. Anything else he would do?
No, that's all he can do at the moment.
Cool, then we'll say that he rushes to Victoria's side, trying to make sure she's okay. Alright. Yuna, your turn. Just nope.
And that's also a nope.
Yep. 19 does not hit. You fire your bolt, and you can see that the bolt literally skims across his helmet as he uses his helmet to deflect it. Anything you would like to do?
Oh, that's all I've got right now.
Cool. Lambus, your turn.
Yeah, I will move here, and as I'm moving, I'll throw my hammer. I think I will leave here. Yeah, right here.
Cool.
This point, and he needs to make a dex save. DC 15 dex save or take damage.
Alright. That's a 16.
So he takes half damage of this. His fire damage. He takes 10 damage.
Woohoo.
Whoosh. And I'll heal myself.
How much? Alright. And
5, and end my turn here.
cool. Alright, Tyron, let me see spells that I could use that could do damage. And I need a minus. Right now, Tyron's actually looking pretty good. Yeah, no, there's nothing he can really use in terms of spells. So I guess he'll just move his city, trying to get close, and his spiritual weapon 20. Alright, Lily, what would you like to do?
Punches. Well, first she's gonna move, I guess.
You have a
Uh,
45, right?
Yes.
That's exactly enough, I
10,
think.
15,
Yep.
20, 20. Oh, nice. Okay, very good. And she'll go with more punches.
Go ahead.
Okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Only one of those hits, that's kind of sad. But it's fine.
Alrighty.
Cool. 11 damage, and that's a turn.
11. Cool, that's a 10. He will use a legendary reaction. Let me just have a look again. Within 20 feet of him. Okay. I'm gonna need Lily, Lambus, and Tyron to make me strength saving throws.
Yep, that tracks.
Oof.
Wait, does he have the aura that gives extra to saves?
Think he does.
Okay, it doesn't
Protection.
affect me. It doesn't affect my natural one, but maybe it will. Lily's roll. Actually,
L-
probably not.
Lily, what's your roll?
She got a 9.
9. Yeah.
Oof. His bonus, which is not sure, there's a 1 and
What's his charisma modifier?
his charisma is 5.
So it's a 5.
Alright.
It's,
It doesn't help you, Lily, but it does help you, Lambert. Oh no, not you, Lambert. It helps Tyron. So what happens is you, Lambus, you are pulled in towards him, and You both take. Can expend. Well, that's not. Okay, you both take. Where is it? 14 points of force damage as you're sort of pulled into an invisible barrier around him.
Oof, she's not looking good.
Alrighty. And with that, Cola's turn.
Oh, yeah. Time to try something new. Time to use the bow. And see if we can hit him.
Alrighty.
That hits, I presume?
Yes, that does. Okay,
And I know that hits.
yeah. And Cola coming in clutch with the bow.
And I ending my turn by flexing myself back to health.
Perfect. Perfect. Alrighty. I'll say his armor is looking far worse for wears. In terms of him, you can't really see any blood leaking out or anything that would indicate suffering. But according to his armor, bad.
Is he just like a construct or something?
I don't know. Maybe. Yeah, I think we will end the session there, because this combat is going on longer than I would like. Before you guys go, I would like to know what's your current HP standing?
4.
Shit.
13.
19.
Yeah.
Okay, so Tyron 13.
Yeah, someone hasn't been rolling their temp HP die.
That is like, oh yeah, with the temp HP, it's like 19 plus 5.
Okay, so Cola, you're on 24 then. Alright, Yuna?
What was that?
What's your current HP?
28.
28, oof.
Because I'm an idiot and could have uncanny dodged some stuff, but didn't because I forgot.
It happens. Alrighty. Thank you guys for coming to today's session. I hope you're not peeved off with me on this current enemy, but promise there's a reason this is happening.
You wanna kill us?
No, I definitely not going to kill you. Maybe down one or two of you, but not going to kill you. So don't worry about that. You're not going to die.
I have a weird
Yet.
feeling I know who that guy is.
And you want to send me a DM just so I...
No, it's not him. He does not have a golden mask.
No, I didn't even. It's not even the same universe.
Okay then.
Oh, I was talking about colas. I'm thinking about something else.
Okay then. Well, thank you guys again. Hope you enjoyed, and I'll see you next week.
Yep.
Yeah. Thanks for the game.
Cheers, cheers.
Bye.
Bye.
Later.
Right.